Hey, good morning, guys. So can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, right, please raise your hand up so I know you guys are in sync with me. Okay, good morning, partners and friends. First and foremost, right, thanks for joining this morning the SingleWeb and IPCom webinar. My name is Sunny. I'm the Sales Director for SingleWeb Malaysia. With me today, my digital marketing team, Fifi and Tasha, as well as my inside sales team. I have Nina and Fatin. Right. So this morning, right, our presenter will be YY Tan. YY Tan is from IPCom Malaysia. He's the sales manager for IPCom Malaysia. Before I proceed, right, this webinar will be recorded. In the event that you need a copy of this webinar, please let us know. We will email to you on this webinar. Right. So before we begin, right, let me go through a bit about SingleWeb corporate profile. We are about 22 years in the industry. We started in 1999, right, incorporated in 2001. So currently our business, right, we have businesses in Asia Pacific, in Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, as well as to Ecuador and Spain. Right. So we see the part we are selling our keyword credit portal to overseas country. Besides that, right, we have our own support team based in Puchong here, our office. We support the products we sell in our organization. We also have our own R&D team to develop our in-house software, the keyword on Maya. Last but not least, we provide the 4x7 call support because we not only support hotels and other industry, we also support telco like Mesa and Time. So basically for telco support, right, you need to have 4x7 support. That's the requirement from them. Okay, today our business is very straightforward in SingleWeb. We do software solutions. Our in-house software called Keyword Maya. We have sold to hospitality, shopping malls, and campus Wi-Fi and smart city Wi-Fi. We also do training for product. We used to do our training for customer and partners in our office under the SingleWeb Academy. Unfortunately, the COVID, we can't do it now, so we do it online actually. So for distribution, we know SingleWeb not only selling IPCom, we sell Ubiquity, Microtech, Mimosa, and stuff and so on. Last but not least, we help customers do consultancy. For example, you want to set up a Wi-Fi in your premises, we do try to help you to design the heat map, right, and then propose the best product and the right approach to your environment. All right. So now, as you see from the screen, right, this is the industry we cover actually. So we do again, hospitality, leisure, we do smart city Wi-Fi, right? We're also involved in transportation, we're also with telco like Mesa and Time, right, and Richten. Right? So we have experienced quite a number of industry. So basically, let's say you got any queries that industry you propose to, talk to us, we'll do our best to assist you. Right? Before I pass to YY Tan, let me give you a brief background on YY Tan. YY Tan is the sales manager for IPCom Malaysia. YY has been into the wireless business for over 10 years. So he worked with a few vendors, and then he's quite capable in doing wireless product. So today, he will introduce the profile product from IPCom. YY, you there, YY?
Yes, morning, Sunny.
Hey, morning, YY. Hey, thanks for joining us today. And then it's your show now.
Oh, all right. How do I get to present? Okay, present. Wow, somehow I got saw my clone here. Same name with me.
Wait, got
Got.
It's YY Tan,
Tam
Yong. N and M, a bit different way.
Going on. Hi, morning. I'm YY Tan here from IPCom Malaysia. Okay, actually this morning we'll be introducing to our Pro 5 Wi-Fi solution lah. It's a software control wireless AP lah. So if you are familiar with this UBNT's solution, so more or less probably it's the same thing lah. Hey, how I get this one? Okay. Sunny, you can see the presentation, eh?
Yes, we can see.
All right. So this
Okay, I'll show, man.
okay, this we will start with the presentation. So this solution, we are naming it Pro 5 lah. It's a software control Wi-Fi solution from IPCOM lah. So this is the another solution besides our hardware controller based solution that we're having right now lah. Okay, what is a Pro 5? This is the latest one where basically we are using the software controller where you install in your Windows PC or your Windows server to do the management. So basically it will come if all basically it's a Windows software based one. So when you install this thing, basically it's the installer. You just click next, create one account, immediately he will do the management already automatically. So this is how actually the thing works lah. So the topology is basically the software basically you so host it in a Windows PC. So actually you can put it somewhere near the core switch there. Most preferably the same switch with the gateway lah. So from there basically once you plug in all your these APs, so you'll just automatically detect all your devices lah. So right now we have on hand right now we have the iUAP-LR and iUAP-M. So it's a ceiling and outdoor wireless AP. Yeah. As for the Wi-Fi 6 one, this we will rename to Pro 6. So right now it's in the pipeline. So once this thing, once we have this the unit, so basically we will announce the thing available lah. And as for the controller, so basically once it can connect to the internet, so basically we do have the so-called we have SDN cloud. So our cloud is actually it become like your middleman, and basically for you to connect from the web, basically to communicate back to your hardware, basically to your controller, the on-site controller lah. Then once you have the cloud, then we will basically we will embed. We also will be looking forward to get the software apps done for the mobile devices as well lah. And for this profile solution, basically you can do like a multi-tenancy project lah. So basically for all the different project, right? So those local on-site one, we have their own controllers lah. So for how you basically manage multiple controllers or multiple sites. So this is where we will have the cloud to communicate with together with all the controllers. So basically you can compile all those sites into your cloud. Basically your cloud, you have one account. Basically from there you can manage all your multiple sites project lah. And as for this multiple site, basically your controller is currently be able hosted but on the PC, on the Windows based PC or server lah. Then as for this so the difference is actually we in this pipeline right now is we have the hardware controller. They are designing the hardware controller for us to embed as basically you don't need a Windows based PC to manage your hardware lah. So basically this is already in the pipeline. So basically will be coming soon. So once this thing we can see the hardware already, we'll announce it out lah. So far, any question until here? Okay, Sunny, got any question until here?
Why? No question. All good for now.
Oh, good enough. All right.
Good, yeah.
Hopefully, you guys you're familiar with the UBNT one, the software controller. So more or less it will be the same thing only lah. So profile software controllers. So how is it? How is the thing look like? So basically, this one we'll do it. Basically, since it's Windows based, So practically we put it like basically how we install it. We install like a normal Windows-based program only lah. So basically everything is basically all got graphic, all the UI already one. So you can do just click next, 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 next only lah. Then from there, once when you install this, they will prompt you to basically create an account locally, and then once you create the local account, practically they will generate one account for you on inside the cloud as well. Then this is how the thing looks like lah. So basically, this is the summary page. So basically, this in the front will show you all the device status lah, and all the activities and all this, then all the whatever tracking, the data logging, all inside there lah. And as for the gateway one, so practically slowly actually we are expanding other than AP itself lah. So basically right now you used to manage the wireless AP lah. Then next one basically you can use to manage the switches, and after that you can manage the gateway. Basically the whole solution, your whole network, you can basically from the gateway up to the AP lah. That means this one after basically can show you the live demo for the controller as well lah. Dashboard, then the dashboard will show you all the clients, let me say the capacity of the current project lah. So it'll show you how many clients connected, where their connection, so which is the highest activity, the device, or which AP is already overloaded, or basically up to the maximum, the threshold lah. Then from the analysis, basically all will be all coming in basically once the embedded together with the gateway one lah. And for this one, the management page basically will show you all the devices inside your network lah. So basically all your network, you'll show all the devices. So whichever up and down, all the IP address, or basically the statistic, all will be inside there lah. So from there also you can do slight adjustment on basically the settings for the devices lah. And this is the proposed software. This currently right now under development. So this proposed software, the mobile apps for your mobile phone lah. So from here you connect through the cloud and you will talk to this on-site local controller lah. So this is the mock-up of how it will be looking lah. And then what's the difference? Okay, right now we're talking about the controller. The controller is actually on the local one. So what is the difference? Basically, for us, IPCOM here, basically we do provide both solutions lah. One is the hardware controller, and one is the profile will be the software controller lah. So the difference will be then we have the cloud. Then we have the cloud solution for the wireless AP also. So what's the difference is the difference is actually where is the server located. Let's say public cloud, basically all the controller, the controllers thing, all this server actually is all put together actually in our public cloud already lah. Whereas let's say this Pro 5, for this Pro 5 actually the controller is actually located on site on the customer side. And where this cloud does, the cloud is only become like the middleman, your intermediate to consolidate all your sites. Then for you to manage through one account, then let's say you're using the cloud to access your site. Basically, you can use the cloud to remote into all the local servers lah. It's all your on-site servers there. And what's the difference? Let's say for the total cloud one is actually you are looking the controller inside the cloud, whereas the cloud itself basically just manage the devices, and the device on site will be on their own actually. So any questions so far until here? Excuse me? Excuse me, any question so far?
All right, okay, you can proceed. I'll answer from the chat group.
Chat group here cannot see.
No, I'll handle it, don't worry.
You can need you to help me to read it already.
Okay, I handle it, no worries. Okay, let's proceed, man.
Alright, proceed first.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the difference between the hardware and software? Just now we did talk about this, the public cloud and the software controller together with the cloud lah. So what's the difference now is to talk about hardware versus the software controller lah. Basically here IPCOM we do provide two different kind of solution. The latest one is the Pro 5 is under the software side. So the older type one is actually under hardware controller. So we do provide hardware based controller to manage your AP. So the latest one, the Pro 5, actually you hosted on the Windows based PC, be it a Windows 10, Windows 7, or basically, or you can, if you can, it's a Windows server lah, the best lah. And for the hardware, basically this is for you to spec up your hardware lah. So the hardware base, basically how powerful is depending on how big, how large the scale of this project, like how many AP you plan, or how many basically the users are connecting to the Wi-Fi. If you are more than 200, so we will most probably recommend you get a Windows Server spec. Most probably up to a Windows, basically this i7 or minimum i5 to manage. Once you scale up to all over 200 users lah. And the best, let's say you got your hotel projects, then you basically need a Xeon-based servers lah. And as for the hardware one, this one is non-upgradable. So basically you are tied up with the amount of users based on the hardware spec already. So in case you got a bigger project, so you need to buy basically a very chunky hardware just to manage all the users and the APs lah. And both actually right now we do have the cloud running. So just like just now we did mention what's the difference on the cloud is, one, basically the cloud will manage your hardware, let's say for the hardware one. And for the software one, basically your on-prem server will manage the hardware. Just that your cloud will become like basically like something like your DDNS to redirect you from your cloud, basically your portal on the cloud to or your on-site controller. So as for software, it will be much flexible lah. So as for the software side, let's say you got new features, new function, it's much easier to upgrade lah. And as for product, right now we on for Malaysian market, at the moment we focus on these two models lah. One will be the ceiling one, and one more is the outdoor one lah. As for the ceiling one, LR basically is the long range model lah. So this will be a higher, the more powerful transmit power one lah. So simple one, two models only. One is the ceiling and one is the outdoor lah. And as for specs, this will be the comparison chart lah. So this let's say IPCOM, we have the other model is the W64. So the similar one will be this LR lah. So both also dual band. Then the transmission power, basically transmit power up to 28 dBm lah. Next one is the outdoor. So same thing, is a dual band. So this one is the power also be boosted up to 26. Then the rest will be all gigabit, and then the power supply will be from the PoE itself lah. So this one actually the end of the presentation for the Pro 5D. Then before I proceed to the live demo of the controller, so any question to ask first?
I think so far so good. We addressed all the question at the chat room already. So I think you can proceed further from here.
Okay. All right, Eric, man. This basically two brands, it doesn't work with the different controller one.
Yeah.
And as for this controller, actually free. Once you buy the AP, practically the controller is for you to install to your PC to manage all your APs lah. So this is down the road. Basically, you can also use to manage the other line of these profile switches and this profile this gateway as well lah.
Right. Like Fan asked a question, right? Does the cloud controller have annual fees? So I presume the cloud controller is free for life.
It's free for life until basically until if the company already gone lah.
So anyway, Eric asking, the software controller, right, is free with IPCOM product only, right? Yes, correct, Eric. The IPCOM software controller is free for IPCOM product only.
Yes, single brand lah. So as
sorry, what are you saying?
The next one, limit of the device, max AP controller. Okay, the max AP is actually depending on how powerful your computer. Actually, we did deploy before. With this one, we talk other controller up to 500, basically up to 600 AP. But the computer need to be basically a chunky Xeon-based HP server already.
Right.
You cannot use the i7. The one cannot handle the load.
Okay. So, Luke Wong asking, does the profile control, right, does have a hotspot portal?
Yeah, hotspot, you have after can show.
Okay, that's good. And then, Mr. Lee, you're asking, right, can you run the Linux or a Docker controller? Okay,
if your Docker, because your Docker need to be in this Windows environment lah. Because we don't do a Docker based controller yet.
Right.
If the Docker is Windows, then you can install inside. But then I don't think we do a Docker based type of control. The shell lah.
Right.
Okay, Farhan saw the device like the
cloud key.
Cloud key. Yes, this one incoming. Right now they are still designing the thing. Then once the prototype come out already, then I try to get my hands on one. Basically, can show you guys immediately lah. Then this one I'll pass to Sunny for him to play around with lah.
Sure, thanks. So another question from Eric: what's the maximum AP you're running on a normal i7 PC?
The i7, I will put it around 200 lah. Basically, you can safe one. I say 200 to 200 plus a bit lah. Because we never, we never play until the 300 one. Up with this 300 with i7, because we do somehow hotel got a server, we just hantam lah. Even I think i3 can tahan until 40 pieces already, no issue lah. 50 pieces for the i3 also no issue already lah.
Right.
Because you need to see basically your storage, and let's say you use SSD, you can write faster. Then the controller basically you do the data logging better lah.
Right.
So Sunny, we proceed with the controller. We show you the controller.
Yeah, I think you can proceed now. There's no more question for now at the chat room. Let's proceed, right? Thank you.
Okay. So we show the controller. I think people will ask more questions once you see the controller lah.
Last question. From Farhan. Can the software controller install on a Windows server?
Yes, it's Windows based. So any version of Windows, as long as they let you install this an executable, then you can install it.
Yeah, Eric, thanks for helping to answer the question.
As for Docker, tada, we don't make the shell.
Yeah, man. Okay, well, let's proceed, man.
All right, show you the. King, you can see the controller there, Sonny?
Yeah, a bit small, right? I need use a magnifying glass to see it. Getting old.
It will be quite small lah. Or if like that, actually like this, Another one is I can let you guys to register account inside our SDN. From there, actually, I can share this project. Basically, I can share this project to you guys lah.
It
But
sounds
actually,
good.
I will need to get my PC, keep my PC, my computer running lah.
Okay.
So actually, this controller is actually installed inside my laptop. So this actually running basically inside my house with these two Wi-Fi APs lah. So this is the dashboard lah. So actually, just get it up running. I think today morning since 9 o'clock only. So it doesn't lock too much of the data here lah. So this will be basically the subfront of the summary lah. Then this different here basically it will show you all the channels available. Basically, you like 2.4, it will show you the three most powerful channel lah. 1611 lah. Then as for the 5 gig, you have a 36 up to 167.65 lah. So all this will show you which is the active channels we are running on your total network lah. And statistic here, basically, they never have enough data to do the collection yet. So basically, there's nothing to show at the moment lah. And for the map, actually, you can load your floor plan. Let's say you got a floor plan, you can load inside. Then basically, you can plant all your AP to the appropriate location lah. Okay, important actually is this one. Is this the devices part here? So basically, this will show the list of the devices lah. So basically, you can like this Windows also you can do is the tile. You can do the tile view, or you can do the list view. Basically, you can change the view how it is do. Then from here, basically, if you do the mapping, you can click here, locate. Basically, you locate the device on the map itself already. So once you've done the mapping, you put your device, plant there. You click on locate, it will show you immediately on the location of the device inside the map.
Okay. Why? I need to pause you for a second.
Yeah.
There's two questions in the chat group. Basically, Inky was asking, right? Does it have reporting or notification in case of AP is failure, like email or WhatsApp?
Yeah. WhatsApp cannot, only on email.
Email, right? Alert, basically.
If not mistaken, the apps, let's say once we get the apps done already, the apps will inform you inside the apps itself.
All right.
Inside the mobile app.
Another question, right. So another question posted by Eric. So the device auto-detected and added to the system or manually configured?
It's an auto-detect one.
Oh, that's good.
Let's say here, click here. I want to remove this thing. Let's say I don't want to manage device here. Let's say I remove. So I click forget first lah. So basically I leave it. Then maybe another 1-2 minutes, it will just pop up, show you there's a new device inside the network. So whoever go fix this profile device, automatically it will detect the new devices. Then it's up to you. You want to adopt it in or not like that. Automatically it will come out already.
Right.
Almost instantly, less than 1 minute, we can see the device already up back.
Right. But does it support L3 adoption?
L3 adoption as in multi-VLAN.
Support L3 adoption. That's what the question asking for using. He was asking whether support L3 adoption or not.
L3, I don't think this one I need to confirm with my engineer. But so far, if I see this one, we will need to put basically the controller in the similar VLAN lah. Basically, you must put in the management VLAN. Then your Wi-Fi SSID you can put on a different VLAN lah.
Okay. So possible to block those blacklist device connect to a network, like block the MAC ID.
Oh, block the MAC address, is it?
Yeah, the MAC address. Yeah, block or blacklist the device connect to a network.
Oh, I mean block the client lah.
Yeah, client. Yeah.
Actually, here the client here, because once let's say you got connected with the client, there's a client list there. Basically, you can blacklist the client. Basically, actually, how the blacklist works is they blacklist actually by the MAC address one.
All right.
Because
So
I'm not.
and that question, sorry, you're saying?
No, these are not connected, so cannot show there's no client here.
Right. Okay. So another question from Farhan. So can a multi controller adopt same AP?
I was say multi-controller. Let's say I got two controller.
Yeah, correct.
No, once you adopt one already, the another controller basically cannot detect the AP. Basically, basically you can see any, but you cannot adopt one. Meaning you can, let's say once the AP is adopted, right? It's basically like somebody already grab this fella, say already
Right.
grab the deed. Then let's say got another controller come in, basically he will show only, but you cannot adopt, you cannot add into one because if not basically it will show that say it's adopted by another controller one.
Right. Okay. Noted point. So Ian was asking, right, because in UBNT, right, that he can just SSH to the IP, then manually point the IP to the correct controller IP address. So can this do in IPCOM?
Can what?
Can this do in IPCOM? Then manually point the IP to the correct controller?
Manually point to the controller, I think from the AP, because it's already automated one, so the AP actually is get your DHCP from your router. Then basically, I don't think you can do anything from the AP. Basically, you need get the controller, then from the controller, basically you grab all your AP, come back and lah.
Right.
Let's say you suspect, let's say your AP kena hijack, the only thing you can do actually reset the AP in here.
Right. All right. So another question from Yong. The further extension of the final question, right? Can we do HA for controller?
Can we do what?
HA, failover.
Failover. Right now I think this one they don't do anything for the HA set yet.
Right. If I
Because
use those,
let's say you're doing HA, as far as I know, let's say this Windows Server based things then let's say HA people will do a VM one lah. Let's say let's say you suspect your controller like kena attack lah. Then somehow your VM spoil lah. So basically you do a backup to roll back the VM or to roll back what the image of the controller itself only lah.
Right. So HA is not at the moment.
HA you don't, or let's say you say active passive backup or active. I don't think they built in thing into that yet. I don't think they put that.
Right. Okay, understood. So another question from Inket. He was asking, right, can the user manage bandwidth by SSID?
Managed by SSID?
Yeah.
User, that means how the user connect to which
user
SSID?
Bandwidth, yeah. No, the user bandwidth. For example, each user, right, we locate like 5 meg upload download speed. Normally in our scenario, right, we do a firewall and so on. But can your AP do it?
This one actually, from not mistaken here, I guess there's this control here somewhere. I forgot already. Actually, this is the only thing. Okay, this is the only thing that makes the software controller and the hardware controller different. Is this software controller actually do have you can control bandwidth by user one actually.
The SSID control.
There was an option. I did saw the option to if for I think this is the wife. There's one option actually to throttle down the SSID speed one.
Right. All right. So, a question from Farhan again, right? Let's say he has a new controller. Is it possible for the new controller to take over the existing AP, or you have to unadopt and then re-adopt again?
Like how?
Okay, let's say you have a new controller, right? Possible for the new controller to take over the existing AP?
Existing, no. Let's say the existing AP. Let's say you say the old controller is down. Then you want to build a new controller. We take it as you want to build a new controller lah. Then the old controller down lah. Basically, you cannot take over one. The only way if actually you can take over is you I remember I did that before somehow. Actually, let's say you once you adopt, right, when they don't let you adopt, basically there's one option for you to override the username password. Right? Once they ask you for you over origin. Basically, once I done the adoption of the AP, right, you'll follow basically the AP's username and password. Will follow whatever the controller's master username and password there.
All right. So, all right, another question from Eric. You're asking, right, are we able to control the bandwidth via the MAC?
Ready? If MAC address, you need to control MAC address, you need to use your gateway.
Okay, and then the question from Mr. Lee and all right, can you hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear.
So people are asking, right, you control look like Ubiquiti controller, and are you a sister company with Ubiquiti or not? IPCOM.
Cannot use Ubiquiti not compatible.
No, I mean that's the question. Your controller look like Ubiquiti. So is IPCOM a sister company to Ubiquiti?
No lah, totally different.
So different, okay.
But
So,
hardware,
okay.
but hardware most probably you can guess lah, same chipset lah.
Okay, so another question from Yi Sing. You're asking, right, the UBND-SSID bandwidth control is done via user group associated with SSID. Can IPCOM do that actually?
Yes, can. You need
right.
to do a user group inside there. So then there's a SSID. Basically, you based on the SSID, you did different group things lah.
Right. Okay. So, do you have anything else to share with the product? All right. Do you have any more to share to talk?
So far I'm here done already.
Right. Okay. So, guys, any question to ask? Why? Or my side? Go ahead.
Okay lah, Sunny. Got one thing I can share to you lah. This one can show here only, but you don't show anybody else lah.
Oh, okay.
Cannot show outside lah to anybody else lah. This is actually this is internal one lah. What makes the UBNTs and IPCOM different? This is on the hardware level only lah. I can show you lah. One page only. So this one actually what makes the IPCOM and UBNT different? We can say we're using the same chipset. So everybody knows UBNT is using Qualcomm chipset. So most flexible chipset in the market for dual band AP is usually come from Qualcomm lah. So actually we put in additional effort on the hardware level lah. So basically instead of single layer PCB or two layer, basically we do a triple layer. So basically there's one layer in between the processors. You see the processing PCB, and the antenna is on the different board one. Then in between that we go do a shielding lah. Basically it's the shielding PCB just for the grounding lah. UBNT own chipset mana ada, all common lah. No, very hard to make your own Wi-Fi chip one lah. You can take other people's solution, make as your own solution one. This is a software-based thing only.
Okay, right done. Anything to discuss more?
So far here, I'm done here already.
Okay, so anyway, all right, thanks for your time and presentation. So moving forward, right, because this is a new product, we do have an introduction price for the product. As you see from the screen, right, for the iUAP-AC-M, they're saying at 360 net per AP, and then the AC-LR UAP, right, is at 310 actually. So both AP actually does come with POE injector. So if any interest on the product, let us know. Right, let us know. My team will assist for you. If you need any POC you need, I will arrange to IPCOM Malaysia to give some 10 more unit of POC you need on that. So before I end the webinar today, do you have any more questions to ask? Anything like to find more? Right. Now, as you see on the check right now, under Syncore, right, our academy, we have quite a few webinars coming out in the next few weeks. Do check out from there, right? Do check out from there. If you're interested, please register yourself, right? So from there, we will share with you more product knowledge and so on. Now, for the Syncore Academy, right, the online web training, we will start back again in early July. Do follow us on the Facebook or our Instagram. We'll post the latest training schedule on there. Right. So once again, thanks for your time today. Wai Tan, thanks a lot for your presentation. Participants,
thanks a lot
for joining us today. Right. So you guys have a good day. Stay safe during this COVID time, and then see you soon again. All right. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
All right. See you guys.